Yes, that's what I've woken up to. Morning folks, it's 6 o'clock and I'm going to take my time a little bit getting ready now. I'm not in too much of a rush other than just to make sure I'm cleared really before people start coming around. But I think it's quite a fairly quiet spot where I am, so I should be okay. Yeah, I'm going to hack over to Rosthwaite, which I don't think is too far away from here, maybe, I'm guessing 10 kilometres, maybe a bit more. Quite an easy start, I think, but some great views along the lakeside as we go a little bit higher. So yeah, let's see how we get on. Might share breakfast with you. This is muesli with raisins, and it's the Decathlon brand. I think this is one of my favourites, and obviously it's a bit cheaper being from Decathlon. And it's a bit smaller as well, it's a bit handier to get into spaces for when you're carrying quite a few of them. I actually love when I was looking down how the colour blends in with the forest floor. So there we go, all packed up, ready to go, and leave no trace. However, I might be in trouble with the camping gods, because you could probably walk out from that dry patch. That's obviously where I stayed last night. So yeah, that is the only trace. And then the rucksack is all ready to go. I'm taking one last look at the scenery in the distance, but like I say, we will see the lake a little bit later on. Yeah, it's about 7:15, so it's taken me about an hour and a quarter to pack up and everything. I usually allow about an hour, but with me faffing about with the camera, it's taken a little bit longer. So yeah, and I usually get up between 5 and 6 because I definitely want to try and clear camp between 6 and 7, so reduce the chance of anyone finding me or surprising me or me surprising them. Anyhow, less talking, let's get walking. So I'm at a place called Surprise View, and because of the time of the morning and the day of the week being Wednesday, luckily there's nobody here at the moment. Normally it gets very, very busy. So the other side of the lake we've got Cat Bells. And just in the far distance we have Stonethwaite Lake. Worth noting the comment at the bottom of this notice. If you buy an all-day ticket from this car park, you can use it in any of the National Trust car parks in Borrowdale and Buttermere. For the rest of the day, of course. So this is where we're going to next. And once we get there, it's about 3 kilometres to Rosthwaite. Obviously, you can take the road and use your all-day car parking pass, but I think I prefer to walk. In fact, I have to on this occasion. So now we're heading to Rosthwaite, and unfortunately for me, it's up the old Drovers Road, kind of straight up. Hey ho. So I'm not planning to go back to Keswick. We're going down the track here to Rosthwaite. So this is the resting stone, and it's marked on the map as such. So for it to be marked on the map, it must have been called the resting stone for at least 100 years or so. Yeah, quite comfortable too. Right, onward soldiers. Yeah, so I'm in a little bit of a dilemma here. So the guidebook says down the track there to Rosthwaite, which is fine, and that's the end of a particular stage in the book. But I've been sort of charging ahead, and what would happen is I would go into Rosthwaite and I'd have to turn around and then start heading over to Stonethwaite. So I think I'm just going to skip that bit. Probably only a quarter of a mile in and a quarter of a mile out, so I'm not taking much off the route. So yeah, I'm now heading over to Stonethwaite. Right, let's get going. So how come there's plenty of signs going in the opposite direction to the way I'm going? Not very helpful, is it? You know, there's Rosthwaite, and we're going through that valley kind of to the left on the picture, going to a place, we're going over Eagle Crag, and then my main aim today is to try and get to Grasmere. So what we can see up there is Eagle Crag. It's actually one of my favourite Wainwrights. And we're heading into this valley here. If only it was a summer's day, that would be quite inviting. So this is Lining Crag. And we're just going to the left of it there. It looks pretty steep, but the guidebook tells me 10-15 minutes of hard climbing. I'm not sure they're taking account of the pack. Well, there's a fell runner ahead of me. I'm not sure you can see him. Anyhow, he's making good time and showing me the way. But boy, that looks steep. That was a tough climb. You need to make sure you're hands-free, as in being able to use your hands on those rock faces. It's a little bit slippy in places because certainly when I was coming up there was a bit of a stream there. It'd be terrible in the rain or wet weather. But anyhow, I'm here, that's all that matters for now. Now I need to be going in that direction. Right, we have 7k of pure downhill to get to Grasmere. So this is where I've stopped for my lunch break. So idyllic and peaceful. And if you look the other way, you can see down into the valley where I'm going to Grasmere. It's the Lake District, so it's starting to rain. Of course. There you go, that might be helpful if we decide to change our plan and go to St Bede's Head, which is only 40 miles away, or Robin Hood's Bay, which is 150 miles away, apparently. But for now, I think I'll carry on to Patterdale. I've left Grasmere now and I'm on my way to Patterdale. It's about 4:45 at night, so it's unlikely I'll get to Patterdale now. So really just looking for somewhere to do a wild camp. This route is actually used on the coast to coast, so it's fairly well maintained. Yeah, and I'm quite hopeful I'll find somewhere pretty good, and hopefully soon enough. So yeah, less talking, let's get walking. I've turned around, so we're going that way now. You've got it. Oh, and by the way, if you're in Grasmere, which is where I stopped for obviously coffee and cake, you may struggle with mobile reception. I certainly did, and I just managed to snatch the odd bar or two to get a quick message home. But yeah, that was quite a struggle. Anyhow, best of luck if you're trying yourself. So I've just come up from Grasmere and I've decided to stop short of Grisdale Tarn, quite a bit short actually, mainly because I know it can be pretty desolate up there, especially if the weather's not right. If it was the middle of summer I might have considered it, but yeah, but just swing round. See, I've kind of got to go up there tomorrow and then over towards Patterdale, and then when I get to Patterdale I want to see if I can make it into Ambleside. It means I will have done it in 5 days, which really is cracking on. Anyhow, I'm going to set up camp now. Getting a bit cold, a bit late. I've already eaten in Grasmere, so at least that's one saving grace. Well, this is where I am for the night, and I'll be waking up in the morning. Pointing in the direction I need to go. been a great day. I particularly enjoyed Ashness Bridge and the views of Derwent that we had. And then when we went over to Lining Crag, I think it was called, that was quite scary. Well, I enjoyed the fact that I went up a new mountain. I've done all the Wainwright, so I've kind of ran out a little bit. So to find that one and the views, wow. I mean, you were right in the middle of lots of other mountains in terms of Wainwrights. So if you've run out of Wainwrights, that's one I could definitely recommend. Then the run into Grasmere was okay. Wasn't such a big fan, particularly as it was raining then as well. So one of the reasons I didn't take much photography. And then yeah, I've enjoyed starting to come up here, particularly as the weather then started to turn for the better. And now, yeah, the sky's looking wonderful. Still a bit cloudy up top in the direction I'm looking now, but hopefully it'll clear for tomorrow. Although, sorry, yeah, rain is predicted for tomorrow. Anyhow, we'll see how we get on. I want to try and crack over to Patterdale and get back to Ambleside, if possible, in the day. It may be a tall order, but it'd be great to do it in 5 days. Right, good night, and I'll see you tomorrow.